Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. Alrighty then. We back. Goodfella Sports TV, back on the boxing grind, kind of. Floyd Mayweather is coming back. I got the word this morning. People said, first he said he wasn't coming back in the midst of, the tragedies he had around him with his, former girlfriend or baby mama, child of his 4 kids they got, him and Rosie. She passed away. Roger passed away. He took all his pictures down of Ayana on social media, so he had a lot going against him this year, but it's been a bad year for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't met somebody that's, outside the corona who had a good 2020, so it's just one of those years that we just got to thug it out. But I got the word that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is coming back to save PBC's ass. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And yeah, Mayweather coming back to save PBC, but Al, I heard, was begging him to come back. They wanted him to fight Pacquiao. They need him to come back because PBC is in financial trouble. Fox temporarily got them out of the mud, and the Fox deal kind of put them in a nice position, but they still don't have enough money. This is what happens when you overpay fighters and you don't move tickets, and the dude's not doing the numbers they say they're doing. And I guess they was hoping for Wilder. They was hoping for Wilder to really beat Fury and, probably make a Joshua fight and make a lot of money. But that didn't happen. They don't have any stars. They don't have an Oscar. They don't have a Felix. They have a few guys like Roy and Bernard that can do solid numbers, but they just don't have no stars to do it. So they've been begging Floyd Mayweather since last year to come back and fight, and they wanted him to fight Pacquiao where they would have controlled the whole breadbasket, but he's not interested in fighting Pacquiao. That's why Pacquiao went with Conor McGregor's management team. So you see the pictures of Floyd training his son and hitting the bag and all that. He was running miles last year with some footage of him running miles in the street. So he coming back. PBC is in trouble. I can tell you this, not saying no name. It's some people over there that's in the hierarchy of the PBC establishments that's financially going through it. They losing businesses. They losing, properties, and they losing a lot of stuff, and it's not going good over here. So this ain't no conspiracy theory video. This is like I'm plugged in. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what's going on. They've been begging Floyd to come back and fight for a good amount of minutes because nobody else can generate the money. People will throw this narrative out here that Floyd just gonna steal all the money again. No, Floyd is gonna turn a profit where Deontay didn't really turn a hard profit in either one of his Fury fights. They lost money on that. I guarantee you they lost money on both of the fights, even joining together. Errol Spence not turning no profit on his fights. All these fights they putting on pay-per-view, they not turning no profit. So Floyd got to come back and say today and put more money, in the pocket. He old, bro. He old. He's stressed. You know what I'm saying? And people think the thing to do is to fight a Errol Spence or fight a Danny Garcia, but he told y'all, I'm done fighting professional fighters, man. So the word on the street is it's the same thing I told you last year. It's Conor McGregor or Khabib. And Khabib said he needs 6 months to train, and Khabib want to spar. He want to, fight 11 rounds and do UFC the 12th round, and he got all these special shit that he want. All that shit he talking about, but he ain't in no position to make no demands. He could fight Conor McGregor and fled the ghettos of PBC with a ton of money regardless. People still gonna buy it. He want to fight him in a new Raider Stadium in Las Vegas is the word on the street. So, like I said before, people think PBC is all fine and dandy. It's not, bro. They lie about their numbers like everybody else. The only guy that's like remotely honest about their numbers is Bob and Eddie Hearn. Well, Bob Aaron, really? I can't sell the tickets. I have to take Terrence Crawford and put him in South Africa. South Africa. So, like I said before, he the guy that kind of be honest with you. He'll lie to you, but you got to know when he lying and being honest. But yeah, Floyd Mayweather on the comeback for real. That's why I ain't talk about it. I just thought he was staying in shape, wasn't much to do. But they say, you know, I got the word today, he coming back again after saying he wasn't coming back. And then he was coming back, then he wasn't coming back. So he gonna be linking up with Dana White. Him, Al, Dana White gonna cook some shit up. Man, PBC is in, you know, financial crisis, and it's been like that for a while now, man. When Showtime was there, they was in trouble. Al was able to flip a deal where the UFC got off Fox with ESPN. Al plugged that in. So they just they overpaying their fighters, bro. That's what it boiled down to. And the ticket sales is not matching, and the pay-per-view sales are not matching what the fighters are bringing in. And I don't got to lie about this shit. You know, so Mayweather got to give a stimulus to the PBC. But how much longer can y'all live off Floyd Mayweather coming back, plugging in money, to figure it out? You're not doing it the right way. And they asking for their fighters to get 20 million versus Errol, 20 million versus Terrence Crawford. He can't even get that over there. You know what I'm saying? I can't ask somebody to do what I can't do. You know, they ask for their fighters to get all this money, but they can't pay. They barely paying them. They barely paying them. And then they don't want to work with nobody. They don't want to work with nobody. They act like everything is fine and dandy, and they putting this faking this image, or putting this perception up that everything is not. I know what their real numbers are. I know they losing property. I know they got some problems, you know, with certain parts of the government. I know it. And now Mayweather gonna get vilified, right? He gonna get Mayweather coming back. He hating on Deontay. He hating on Tank. He hating on Earl. Nah, man. What I understood to me, the way it was put to me, he's saving the day. I used to think the same thing. Somebody put it down to me like, wow, damn. Makes sense. You when you caught in that bubble and you think, they getting this money. Nah, man, when you see the real numbers, when you hear the real problems, like PBC is so dysfunctional, bro. It's so dysfunctional. You can ask any of them, bro. Ask any of the fighters that fight with them. They don't know when they fight. It's like a mom and pop shop. That's why Danny Jacobs left. He said, man, it'd be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. They say, you got a fight coming up. Get ready. They don't have a schedule. They got all these fighters, and it's run like a mom and pop soul food shop. Inconsistent, green matchmaking. You know what I'm saying? Not a real boxing brain in the business. Not a real, how can I say it? A real third party boxing brain. When I say Floyd is like a first or second party, it's because he has his alternate agendas. So they don't have a senior advisor that know boxing in and out that don't have a biasness towards none of the fighters. How can you expect Floyd not to have a biasness towards Gervonta? Not to have a biasness towards a guy that can break his 50-0 record and be better than him. He's a competitor. That's him. He arrogant. He think he the best. He supposed to. So you can't trust him to make a clear decision on most of these fighters. So you gotta have a boxing guy that's done it before. You know what I'm saying? They probably need to go hire somebody that's an aficionado that can show them how to run a boxing organization. Floyd don't know how to run shit, and Al don't know how to run shit. I'm sorry. Al just making this shit up as he go. Bob Arum got 54 years of experience. You can't buy that. Unless you bring somebody else in that got it. Eddie Hearn, another one. He don't know what he doing. If anybody remotely know what they doing closer to Bob is Oscar, because Oscar was like Bob's son. But Oscar is just an idiot. If Oscar De La Hoya was running PBC, you'll get a lot of better fights. But Oscar De La Hoya, it's a lot of people don't like him. Mexicans, black. But Oscar De La Hoya is like, he can run boxing the right way. But he just don't have the horses because they business ain't the he don't treat his black fighters the right way. Rashidi Ellis, Trevion, Mazon. He got great black fighters over there. James the Beast Wilson. He preferences Mexican fighters, bro. That's the problem. If Oscar De La Hoya was like, you know what? I'm going to promote all my fighters the same. Obviously, Canelo, got Ryan, they get preferential treatment, but I'm going to treat all my fighters the same. It'd be good. But Oscar De La Hoya want to make the best fights. He willing to cross the street. Bob Arum, he ain't got no choice. He willing to cross the street because That's how he got kicked off HBO in the 2010s. Eddie Hearn got the bag. So Eddie Hearn, you going to have to send your fighter over there because Eddie Hearn playing with the most money in boxing right now. But right now, Floyd is about to give PBC a stimulus. And how much longer can he do it? 2 big fights, put some more money back in the pot, and that's what it's going to have to be for them. When Floyd no longer can fight no more, they don't have an heir apparent that can plug money in. You know, they swear Errol Spence to start. He not. He did some solid numbers like 300, 350,000. That's what they said he did versus Mikey. He did another 200,000 versus Sean Porter. That's how do you flip a profit? You don't. Danny Garcia probably gonna be 250,000, 300,000 maybe. Probably not even that. Because of the coronavirus. Nobody think about paying for no pay-per-view. People think about getting back to the money, getting back to work, getting healthy, going trips in the summertime. So that got to be a regular Fox fight. Pay-per-view was canceled for at least 16 months. 18 months. It should be canceled until late 2021. But they're going to try it. They're going to try it. And it's going to fail. They're going to lie about the numbers, and I'm going to hear the real numbers, and it's going to fail. So especially if you got Floyd coming back versus Conor McGregor and Khabib. He trying to fight them the same day. Probably won't happen. He'll probably space it out. So he gonna put some more money in the business, but they can't do that. They gotta find somebody to pass the torch to be the ticket puller. Or what they gonna have to do is go to the DAZN route. Let me give them some game real quick because they ain't got no progressive thinkers. All them niggas over there is old middle-aged men and women who don't know shit about boxing. Okay? This is what you do. You take the biggest fight you can make. 2 biggest fighters that you want to match make against. You build them up, you build them up, you build them up, you build them up, right? You get a DAZN-like platform. You put the fight on the DAZN-like platform for $30. You build it up. $30 a fight, all your big fights going there. It's a reduced price. You see what you can do with it. But pay-per-view is dead. Or they have to put their regular fights on Fox. And fighters just got to take less until they build their capital back up. But either way, they probably going to be done. I'm going to say, depending on how many times Mayweather come back and say them, in the next 5 years, that company going to be sold. It's going to be gone. Either one of the two. It's going to be sold or it's going to be gone. Or some drastic change going to come in with Dana White. Or somebody else. So either or. That's why Top Rank trying to sell. That's why the DAZN trying to sell. That's why the PBC trying to sell. They not making no money. Not making no money at all. They losing money on every account, bro. Every account. And they just can't say no. They got to tell these dudes to take less money. You got to just do about analytics. This is how many views you getting. This is how many pay-per-views you getting. You're not selling well. So, it's something on your hand. This is your management. Your management got to market you better. Your management got to get you Nike commercials, car commercials, apparel commercials. Your team got to boost your popularity up. Until then, this is what you're going to be making. This is where you're going to be fighting at. And this is you an undercard motherfucker. They got to just come out with a board and explain to some of these fighters. Bring them in groups on conference calls. Look here, Sean Porter. Your numbers ain't shit. You a co-feature. This is what we can offer you. If you don't want it, well, you got to do what Al say so. That's what the agreement to say. I'm just saying, for example, not saying that's true about him. You bring in Leo Santa Cruz. You don't want to fight, the top guys. Well, you're going to be the third. You're going to be the third. Or you're going to be the second fight from the opening fight on the televised card. They got to start putting these dudes in the slots that they popularity say they is. You say we got a handful of main event fighters. We got the Arrow. We got Charlos. We got Benavidez. You got Plant. Just say this our main event fighters. Just say for right this year we got 10 main event fighters. I'm just saying for example. This is our co-feature fighters. We got another 15 or 10 of them. We got opening fight. They got to restructure how they pay and how they place these guys. You know what I'm saying? And once the pay scale and then once they come up with that structure And that play system, bro, PBC will do well. But it's hard when Al raised the money up so high, and then Top Rank raised their money up. They try to compete. Then the Zone took it to another level. So most people going to be willing to go over to that app if Al Heyman cut the money down. But Floyd Mayweather say today, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to me there. If you got a video request, question, business inquiry, sponsorship, whatever the business is, hit me up there. All my links in the description. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We gone.